What is up, chocolatiers? Last night, I watched Twisters. Twisters is a movie starring Glenn Powell and Daisy Edgar-Jones, and it's exactly what you would think. It's about tornadoes. So, this movie is, I'm just going to say out the gate, it's amazing. It's literally the most fun I've had with a movie in theaters since Top Gun Maverick. It didn't get to those heights necessarily, but it got close. I want to talk about negative before I do positive, though, because I got a lot of positive to say about this movie. Very little negative. So, for starters, I think this movie has a few pacing issues. I feel like at the end, but like I said, it's just for me, personal opinion. I feel like it kind of drags. Like, you get like, I want to say maybe 8-9 tornadoes in this movie. And that's not a spoiler. Like I'm just saying, it's a tornado movie. You're gonna see some tornadoes. I feel like the last one that you get, by the time we got there, I was like, is this movie leading to this? Like, and then they kind of lead up to it, but like, I don't know. I just feel like there's a scene when I get to a farmhouse. When that happens, it kind of gets to a halt. Like, really slow. And I just feel like the third act really drags. But outside of that, third act is still gas. First, second act are also gas. So, my other complaint is that it's really weird because it's not really a sequel or a legacy sequel. It's more like a remake. And I'm fine with that. It's just, I'm not saying that, because I know Bill Paxton passed away. I'm not saying that nobody else from the original had to be up in this one, but it's just kind of weird to me because unless I missed it, which I could have, it's been a while since I've seen the original Twister. Nobody's connected to anybody. Like, Glenn Powell's not a son. He's not a nephew. He's not a grandson. Daisy Edgar-Jones isn't related to anybody. She's not a sister, cousin, aunt, uncle. She don't have a last name. It's literally, like, they don't even mention anybody from there. And I'm just kind of like, it's literally just a movie in Oklahoma about tornado. Like, I'm just saying, like, I feel like they just, like, named it Twisters. You're like, fuck, gotta get that money. But, like, this could have been named Tornado Wranglers. It could have been named anything, and it would have. But see, the reason why so many asses in the seats last night is Twisters. It's literally, I just don't, like, that's the one complaint I had, because, like, I'm fine with it not being connected. I actually liked it more because it wasn't, so it's a weird complaint to have. But at the same time, I just feel kind of lied to, because I was like, what the fuck does this have to do with Twister? Like, no character. Not even a name drop. Like, it's just his own people. And I was like, this could have been named anything. It was, because, like, Top Gun Maverick, for example, you got Tom Cruise coming back, and, like, yeah, you got the new cast. And see, I thought this was going to be like, oh, new cast. But, like, somebody, like, maybe Glenn Powell's, like, the grandson. I don't know. Like, no, they didn't do that at all. And so, those are my only two complaints. Everything else is gas. So, let's get into that. CGI and cinematography. Oh, my God. I did not know I'd be coming out of this movie thinking that it was going to be that awesome like that, but the opening scene in particular in this film is so beautifully shot. It's a scene where Daisy Edgar-Jones is like in a field, and it's like the title card scene, but it's just so beautifully shot. Like, I was like, am I watching an indie movie at first? It was awesome. It was killer. I really loved the opening scene with her and her friends. The tragedy that strikes, and I really appreciated how they didn't take tornado crap lightly. I'm like, you fuck around, you find out, right? Is his name Anthony Ramos? I think that's his name. The guy from the last Transformers. Didn't like him in this movie, if I'm being honest. He was kind of funny in the opening scene, but I feel like they did something weird, because I feel like they have him kind of like Daisy Edgar-Jones' character. And I'm sorry, I keep calling him that. I don't know. No, her name's Kate. Kate and Tyler. I do remember her name. See? There we go. Good reviewer I am. But the main star in this movie is Glenn Powell. And it's weird to say that, because in going into this movie, from what I saw, I was like, okay, and Daisy Edgar's going to be like that main character, but once Tyler shows up, Glenn Powell, it's going to be like that duo. And it does kind of get like that in the third act, but for the most part, it's Daisy Edgar-Jones' movie. She witnesses a loss. She doesn't want to get into tornadoes anymore. Her friend comes back meets her, and is like, hey, let's go back to Oklahoma. Need you to help me out with this and that, get this data. And, you know, he's got his own little agenda going on. Superman's in this movie, by the way. I'm so sorry I'm all over the place. I didn't realize he was in this movie. I said, that's our future Superman, David Cornsweet. What an asshole he is in this movie. But it was one of those things where I actually really liked that I was wrong about that. That Daisy Edgar was the main character because she played that part so well. You know, I felt like her loss was real. I felt like all the stuff that was going on was very believable and very good. And now on to Glenn Powell, you know, star of the show. Glenn Powell, when he shows up, that motherfucker had me cracking up. He is so fucking funny. He's so good in this damn movie. Glenn Powell is the next big star, if he ain't already. I feel like he's always been slept on. I remember first seeing him in Scream Queens. I guess technically Spy Kids. I saw the original. I didn't know that was him, though. But I'm just saying, like, Scream Queens, he was so good in that show. And I was like, man, I said, this guy funny as hell. And, like, nobody cared. But, like, now everybody loves Glenn Powell. That scene where he walks out there with the fucking white shirt and, like, his rain, he got the cowboy hat on. He looking, I was like, God damn. I was like, wait, I don't swing that way. Stop. But still, like, I just feel like this movie is just a great theater movie. Like to have a full crowd like I did, and to go watch this movie in a theater is a service. It's not a disservice. You go do it now. If you wait for this to come on Paramount, Netflix, fucking whatever streaming site, they don't even know anymore. Because you would think this would come out to Max because it's a Warner Brothers fucking movie, but it won't. It'll probably come out to 3 others. Probably be on fucking Tubi too. You don't. This movie, the scale and scope, I should say, of the tornadoes and of everything that's happened with the characters needs to be witnessed on a theater screen. It's just all. It's like like I said, Top Gun Maverick. It's like, when you watch it at home, it's still got that same effect. You're still hyped. You still love it. But like watching it in theaters was a different beast, man. Certain movies are like that, and I really think that if you want to bitch back theater prices and this and that, but yet you're gonna be the first one in theater to watch Deadpool next week, then you can watch fucking Tornado Wranglers. Okay, that's what I want to call it because this ain't really Twister. No connection, but as like a loose remake is what I want to call it. It's very good. And so as a score, I'm going to give Twisters a 9 out of 10. One of my easiest 9 out of 10s this year. Like I said, those minor complaints with pacing issues. Motherfucker, pacing issues be damned. It still was cool shit that was going on the screen, you know. I really think that this movie is going to hold up. I don't know if it's necessarily better than the original. I haven't watched the original in a while. But I do know this movie is a 4K Steelbook pickup. It's awesome. You're going to have a whole lot of fun with it. Take the family, take the kids. It's a whole lot of fun. And with that, like and subscribe for more. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. And I will catch you guys on the next one.
I love my popcorn.